Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Victoria. If you're new here, hello, nice to meet you. Today I have a little strength building and not really stretching, but more like lengthening workout for you. So hopefully you walk away feeling just a little bit worked and a little bit taller as well. So if you are ready, let's get started. So we're going to start on our backs today. You want to find that relaxation position so the feet are on the ground, knees bent about a hip distance apart. Your arms are just long down beside you. And again, taking stock of that spine to begin with, we want a neutral spine. So the back of the ribs are pressing into the mat, leaving just a tiny bit of space in that lumbar. So when you're ready, we're going to bring our right arm and left leg into extension. So you're sweeping that right arm up and back as you slide that left leg all the way down that mat. So in that extension, your arms and your legs are reaching in opposite directions, back of your ribs still pressing into that mat. And then you're gonna slowly bring everything back in together. Right arm sweeps forward and your left leg comes all the way back into starting position. Swapping and alternating arms and legs, left arm and right leg slides and sweeps all the way out. Trying to arrive in this extended position at the same time, and then bring everything in on an inhale. And again, trying to bring everything back into that start position at the same time. So let's just do a few more like this, going nice and slow at your own pace. Again, really finding that connection with your core as well, seeing where your core has to turn on just a little bit more, depending on where your arm and your legs are. Just building that awareness in your body. Keeping those shoulders away from those ears as you sweep your arms up and back. Let's just do one more on each side. And then evening out. And then once you've evened out, we're just going to bring our legs into that tabletop position, one at a time. And you're gonna reach your arms up towards that ceiling, palms facing those knees. Let's just do some dead bugs. So similar concept, reaching right arm and left leg out long, keeping them hovered, and then bringing them back in. So exhaling to extend left arm, right leg, and then inhaling to bring it back in. Going nice and slow and controlled. Again, back of the ribs are still pressing into that mat. So it's just your arms and your legs moving. That spine should be exactly where it is, exactly where it was when it started. Let's just do one more on each side, and then we can take a progression if you would like. So once you've evened out on both sides, if you want to take a progression, we can actually extend both arms and legs out long and then bring them all the way back in. Reaching your arms back as you extend those legs, back of the ribs still pressing into the mat, and then drawing your knees back in as you bring your hands back. Let's just do one more wherever you are. You can still continue doing dead bugs. Totally up to you, wherever your body is, let's honor that. And then when you're done, we're just going to bring our hands all the way back down. Great. So we're going to bring our hands behind our head now, keeping those elbows in your peripheral. So you just wanna make sure that you can see them out of the corner of your eyes. And we're just gonna come up into a curl up position. And let's just do some single leg stretch. So sending that left leg out long, and then we're just going to switch those legs, almost like you're like cycling, or you're like pedaling something, and you're just keeping that curl up in your head and your chest. And if you want to take a progression, you can extend both of those legs out long, and we're just going to do some scissors. It's up to you. Either stay in this sort of pedaling position, or you can extend those legs out long. We're here for 3, 2, 1. And let's just bring your knees back in and then lower your head. Give yourself a nice little rest, maybe hug those knees in. And then we're going to come back into it one more time, but this time we're going to use our obliques and find a little bit of a twist. So legs back into that tabletop, hands behind that head, elbows and peripherals. On your next exhale, we're going to come into that curl up. And this time, when you extend that left leg, you're going to rotate through that torso to bring that left elbow to right knee. And then we're going to switch. So again, trying to move from the center. You're not using the momentum to throw you back side to side. You're not just pulling with your elbows. It's coming from that center. And again, if you want to take a progression, you can. So you can extend those legs. It's the same concept. You're just rotating towards that leg that is lifted. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees back in, straighten up, and then we're going to lower our head. And again, give yourself a nice little hug, maybe a little side to side, a little circle with those knees. And then when you are ready, we are going to bring our knees back into that tabletop. And this time we're gonna go into rollovers. So we're gonna do some prep first, and you have the option to go into a full rollover, but just figure out where your body is, and I'll walk you through both options. But just wanted to preface because I don't want anyone to hurt their necks. So really listen to your body before we start this, okay? Okay, so your hands are going to just be by your side. You can press your palms firmly into that mat. And you're going to extend your legs up towards the ceiling, keeping them stuck together. So let's just find a bit of that movement first, okay? So you're gonna use that core to scoop that tailbone up and just gonna slightly send those legs over your head and slowly roll all the way back down. So it's just tiny little movement. You're just trying to find that initiation with that core. Maybe you wanna press your hands into the mat a little more each time, just so you can find a little bit more of that lift. Find a deeper roll if you would like. Let's just do 2 more like this. And then 1. Okay. Now, we have the option of taking the full rollover if you would like. So you can either continue just doing that, or you can try this, but just make sure that you're really listening to your body, okay? So, for a full rollover, you're just going to lower your legs just slightly until it's, at a diagonal. And again, we're not throwing our legs over, we're not shoving with our hands, we're initiating everything from that center. So your legs are gonna come down slightly, and then you're going to use that core to scoop it over, pressing your hands into the mat until you're on your shoulder blades. And your legs are just forming one parallel line with the ground and the legs, basically. And your legs are now parallel to that ground. You're going to bring your legs wide, flex those feet, and you're gonna slowly roll all the way down, back into that lying position, circle those legs, and bring them back together pointed. So again, I feel like okay. So again, using that core to scoop that tailbone, legs come over, forming a parallel line to that ground. You're gonna separate them, flex them, and then slowly roll all the way back down, using that center to support the movement. And then you're just going to point your toes and circle. Let's just do one last one, if you're doing them. Again, you're on your shoulder blades. It should not be in your neck. Okay. Circle, and then go ahead and step 1 foot down at a time. Very nice. Go ahead and windshield wiper those knees. It's quite intense in the back. I completely understand. And then when you're ready, we're just going to come up into seated. So maybe push yourself up with your hands. Sorry, I almost choked on my spit. Okay, this is going really well, you guys. Your soles of your feet are on the ground. Your knees are still bent, and you're gonna place your hands behind you. So your fingers are facing towards your bum. And let's just do some inverted tabletop. I don't actually know what these are called, but that's what I call them. So you're going to push up with those hips, and you're gonna come into this tabletop position, and then you're just looking up at the ceiling, and then you're gonna slowly bring that bum back down. Exhaling to lift, and you're keeping a nice soft bend in those elbows so you're not locking, and then slowly coming down. Let's just do a few more like this. Exhaling to lift, inhaling to lower. And on that next one, we're going to stay lifted. Let's just do some really quick lower and lifts. Shifting over to that left foot, we're gonna bring that right leg up, point it, and let's just bring it down and then up. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. We're only lowering it at the height of the other thigh, just so our hips don't drop. Let's just do 2, 1. Bring your foot back down, push that pelvis up, and then let's go on to the other side, okay? Bringing that left leg up, we're going to bring it down and up, down, up. Inhale, exhale. Let's just do 3, 2, 1. Replace that left foot down, bring your bum down, and just maybe shake out those arms. It's quite intense. And then we're gonna finish up really quickly with one last little plank hold, because why not? Extending those legs, heels dig really firmly into that mat. Again, hands go behind you, and we're just going to push that pelvis up. Looking up, chest shining forward, and we're just here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly come all the way down. Again, let's just shake our arms out a little bit. And then we are going to finish up with just a bit of spine mobility. So feet together in this long froggy position. Your hands are gonna go onto your shins or your knees, elbows out wide, sitting up nice and tall, top of the head reaching up towards that ceiling. So imagine there's a wall behind you, all right? And we're just almost starting it as a roll down. Your chin tucks to start that roll down, and you're just going to send your head up and over towards those feet as you slide your hands down. And you're only going as far as you can without collapsing in that lower back. So once you feel like you can't really go anymore without losing that shape, you're just going to stack all the way back up, starting from that base of that spine and re-finding that nice, tall, neutral spine. So it's an exhale to start that curl down, sending your head up and over, inhaling, and then exhaling to stack all the way up. So it's an exhale to start finding that stretch over your legs, thinking up, up, up when you get towards your tailbone, inhaling at the bottom, and then exhaling to stack all the way up. Again, from that tailbone, nice and slow, bone by bone. Let's just do one more like this. And then you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope you enjoyed that practice. It was a little bit challenging, so I'm very, very proud of you for sticking through it. I hope you have a good week, and I will see you next time.